All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our meeting of January 13th, 2025. This is a meeting of the Mayor and Council of Princeton, New Jersey. Could we please have our meeting statement read?
Adequate notice of this meeting was provided in accordance with the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act, including the time, date, and location of the meeting. In addition, the agenda and all related materials were posted electronically and made available to the public on Princeton's meeting portal in advance of the meeting.
Thank you very much. And our newest council member is going to read the land acknowledgement this evening.
We gathered today on the land of the Lenni Lenape. As members of the Princeton community, we aspire to show appreciation, respect, and concern for all peoples and our environment. We honor the Lenape and their indigenous caretakers of these lands and waters, the elders who lived here before, the indigenous today, and the generations to come.
Thank you. We have roll call, please.
Mr. McDonald?
Here.
Ms. Pearl-Lambros?
Here.
Mr. Cohen?
Here.
Ms. Sachs? Here. Ms. Fraga?
Here.
Mr. Newland?
Here.
Mayor Frida?
Here.
You have quorum.
Thank you very much. If you're able and you would like to stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, that would be very nice. Oh, remove the flag. Sorry, confused me there. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay. Next up, we have a proclamation that our police commissioner will read.
Thank you. And this is my honor to read this proclamation honoring Sergeant James Martinez on the occasion of his retirement. Whereas the municipality of Princeton is proud to recognize Sergeant James Martinez for his dedication to public service on the occasion of his retirement, and whereas James began his career with the Princeton Borough Police Department in January of 1994 in the role of a patrol officer, and whereas James worked for the Princeton Police Department for 30 years and held the titles Patrol Officer, Corporal, and Patrol Sergeant, and whereas as a Patrol Sergeant, James led with the integrity and confidence, inspiring his squads to prioritize community safety and collaboration, and whereas James also honorably served his country as a Lance Corporal in the United States Marine Corps Reserve, and whereas James will be enjoying his retirement, spending time enjoying Rutgers University football games, and whereas James' retirement from the municipality of Princeton was effective December 1st, 2024, and whereas Sergeant James Martinez has served the community of Princeton with pride for 30 years, and upon the occasion of his retirement is deserving of recognition and the highest commendation. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Leticia Fraga, on behalf of Mark Frida, Mayor of Princeton and the Council of Princeton, County of Mercer, State of New Jersey, extend the municipality's humble expression of appreciation and sincerest congratulations to James Martinez. We offer our best wishes for a long, happy, and healthy retirement.
Here we go.
I had nothing prepared, but, I've been here for 30 years, and I'm not originally from Princeton, but I think Princeton will always be a part of me. And I do plan to come back with my family and enjoy Princeton as a civilian now. And like I said, I always feel that I'll be a part of Princeton and it'll be a part of me. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next up are announcements. Do we have any council, Michelle?
Thank you. So I have a kind of a joint report along with Jim. A few months back, we hired Nelson Nygaard to do the study and work on our transit system. So we'll be, they're going into their second phase now. They've done some data gathering, but now they're ready to do the second phase. You know, we've got the new EV buses coming in at some point this year, so we need to be prepared, and we really want to expand our services to our community. So Jim, do you want to fill in a little bit about how they're going to do the community outreach portion? Thank you.
Sure, thank you, Michelle. The next phase of the project, after having done a needs and demand study based on demographics and the location of the destinations and the origins of people, is to meet with focus groups of different types of stakeholders. So we are setting up focus groups with the business community, with the health community, with residential developments, particularly multi-family developments, and with other community stakeholders such as Princeton Housing Authority, Princeton Community Village, and the public schools as a group. They will be holding these focus groups virtually starting next week and hopefully complete them by the end of the month. Following that, we will be having pop-up events at the Dinky Station, Palmer Square, the public library, and, oh wow. No, the public library covers the farmer's market. And, oh, the Princeton Shopping Center. Oh my goodness. So that will be, for the purpose of that, is to meet with people, provide them with information on the transit study and the transit services that currently exist in the municipality, and do a survey of finding out how they use the services, if they even use the services, and gather all of that data. All of that will be compiled, the focus group information, the public outreach information, and we plan to be back here on February 24th at the council meeting for a presentation on their findings.
Thank you.
Any
Thanks.
questions?
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Michelle. Other council announcements or reports for this evening? Okay, great. I don't want to wait too long in case somebody else raises their hand. Next up is the police chief's report, and Lieutenant, I hear you're our guest announcer tonight, and you're going to give us the report.
Council. Just want to take a moment to discuss a portion of the November Chief's Monthly Report and highlight our annual winter coat drive. This year we collected over 300 coats and garments from the public. Our department then donated all the cold weather gear to Princeton Cornerstone Kitchen so it could be redistributed to the community. I want to thank the members of the public for their gracious donations and thank the Cornerstone Kitchen for their continued partnership. Lastly, I wanted to mention that the 6 probationary officers have successfully met the requirements of their conditional offers of employment. We are very excited to have this talented group join our department and contribute to making Princeton such a great place to work, live, and visit. And that's all I have. If you have any questions, more than happy to answer.
Yes, thank you very much. Any questions from Councilwoman Leticia?
Not questions, but comment, because I was asked already about it earlier today. Just to clarify that the one candidate, last name Frida, is no relation to the mayor.
Absolutely not related. Thank you. I forgot to mention that. Anything else on the police report?
Those are the only 2 things I had, Mayor. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Yep, thanks for being here. Okay, public comments for items
Mark,
not on the agenda?
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor.
I'm sorry.
We'd like to give a quick report from engineering.
I am
that's
very
okay.
sorry. Do you have a report, please?
Yeah, another report. I'd like to announce that we're going to have pre-construction meetings for the Cherry Hill Road Shared Use Path and for the Terhune Road improvements on the 28th of January in the community room starting at 10, then following. One will be at 10, one will be at 11. Also that New Jersey American Water will be doing some water main work starting very soon. I believe they wanted to start this week on Duran Avenue, Longview Drive, and House Circle, and that we've also communicated with them about our Terhune Road improvements project, so they are going to replace the water main in Terhune Road between North Harrison Street and Grover starting next month before we get out there with our construction project. And lastly, the 2025 waste mailer is ready to be mailed. It has been posted to our website already. The only huge change in this is that Mercer County Improvement Authority, who collects all the recycling, now accepts number 5 plastic. And that's our report. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
And Deanna's back, if you didn't notice.
There we go. Okay. Yes.
Jim, how long, is this the water main that broke between Harrison and Grover on Terhune recently, or this is?
Yes, it is. It's been in need of replacement for several years, and they did not have funding for it, but we convinced them to replace it before we paved the road.
Bravo. So how long do we anticipate that will take? I didn't hear a time frame.
They expect to start, it shouldn't be more than a couple of weeks. It is mostly a main, very few services. It's the services that take a long time when they do a water main project. So they really expect to be done by the end of February.
Okay, and the traffic will be direct, there will be traffic guidance, enforcement?
Yes.
Direction? But traffic will be able to get through?
Don't have those details at the moment. We haven't sat with them. They will be at our pre-con meeting on the 28th, and we anticipate having, well, we've talked to them about meeting specifically about getting this water main done and how it's going to get done right after that pre-con meeting.
Great. Well, thank you for getting the funding, and that's right, I remember an invitation to that meeting, so look forward to hearing more details.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? Great. Public comments for items not on the agenda. Anybody in the audience here? Nope, no hands up. Anybody online? Anybody on Zoom want to talk about anything? Okay. Seeing none, I'll close that part of the meeting. And we have an ordinance introduction, ordinance 2025-01, an ordinance of the municipality of Princeton authorizing the acquisition of a public access, construction and maintenance easement for the Mountain Lakes Red Trail footbridge. The public hearing will be January 27th, 2025. Would someone move that? Leighton, thank you very much. Michelle's got the second. We have a roll call vote, please.
Mr. McDonald?
Aye.
Ms. Pearl-Lambros?
Yes, aye.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Ms. Sacks?
Yes.
Ms. Fraga?
Yes.
Mr. Newland?
Yes.
Carried.
Thank you very much. We have a number of resolutions. First one is 25-32, resolution of the mayor and council of Princeton for the appointment of probationary officers. This is the 6 police officers. Thank you. Leticia's got the motion. Michelle's got the second. Questions or comments? Michelle?
Just really excellent class coming in of probationary officers. I had the honor to sit on the interview and panel, and just really glad to see. It's not easy to recruit these days into the police department, and our police department is doing a great job. So just want to say thank you.
And can I add to that, just very happy to see a very diverse group of candidates, including one female, someone who spoke Spanish, and the other, I believe there was another candidate that also spoke, I just can't recall the language that he spoke, but it's a very, very diverse group of candidates, so which we're happy to see.
Yeah, we have a good group. Okay. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay. 2533, resolution of the Mayor and Council of Princeton authorizing the award of a professional services agreement to Bowman Consulting Group Limited for design services for the reconstruction of Community Park South for $709,201.50. Michelle has the motion. Is there a second? Leticia's got the second. Questions and comments? Michelle?
So I just want to point out that this large contract will be for the entirety of taking from what we've done with Suburban and the concept plan and the outreach, and then building in a 3-phase program. And I'll leave questions to the end, but I think that the 3-phase program will include, doing all of the planning, contracting, and really looking at this over a longer period of time. We're not going to be able to afford to do it all at once, but we can certainly look at how to phase it. In the proposal, they talked about doing like courts first, and then fields, and they'll help us in terms of what needs to be done in terms of infrastructure, and then rebuilding. And I'm just going to say that once we start this process, we can really go out and look for funding, because we need state, local, federal grant programs, and also corporations or individuals that want to donate and help us. This is really just a gem of a unique park, and really the heart of our community. So I just, think that there's really a real importance to investing in it and looking at this for the long term, for health and fitness and recreation for all ages. So I'm really excited to bring it to this next level. And I just want to thank the Rec Commission, the Rec Department, the Engineering Department. It's been a great collaboration, so thank you.
Thanks, Michelle. Other questions or comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Evan, I know you're here. Andrew, I know you're here. Did you guys have anything brief that you wanted to comment on? Briefly. Not very long.
Okay. I just want to thank council for taking this step. This is a project that has been on the to-do list for a very long time. It predates my time on Princeton Borough Council. I believe it's been on the to-do list predating Mayor Frieda's time on Princeton Borough Council. It's been considered to be done since at least the mid-1980s. So this is a significant step. And I'm looking forward to working with Bowman. I think they produced an outstanding proposal, very thorough. And I think working together, we can continue to move this project forward and hopefully reach someday a conclusion to it. Ev?
Yeah, I just want to echo Chairman Kuntz and Councilwoman Perrone-Lambros. From the staff level, we're extremely excited about this. As both a resident and an employee, I'm excited about it because I live right around the corner from the park, and it's going to be I think the finished product is going to be amazing for the community. And so in the executive director chair that I sit, I can go back 3 generations of my predecessors, all of whom have said that this park, CP South, needs the attention that it is now getting. And so thank you all for recognizing that. It's a great day and very appreciative. So on behalf of the commission, staff, thank you very much.
Thank you both.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
New Year.
Okay, next up, 2534
Did we
resolution.
vote? We did, yes.
Yeah, we did. Who asked me that?
Yeah.
We voted, yeah.
Yeah.
We voted.
Resolution of the Mayor and Council of Princeton authorizing the award of a professional services agreement to Catholic Charities Diocese of Trenton for behavioral health and community services for $53,494.36. Leticia's got the motion, Michelle's got the second. Questions or comments? All right. Oh, Michelle?
I just want to thank Jeff Grosser, Bernie, the staff on making this change. It's about a year ago now that we moved to Catholic Charities. I think there's a not only a huge savings, but an increase in the services that we're able to provide. So just want to thank you and just remind everyone of the great service and the vision to make this change for us. I don't know if you have any further comments.
Thank you, Jeff. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay, any other questions or comments?
Mayor, I just want to, thank Jeff and his team, for the outstanding work they do in all the human services area. We really distinguish ourselves in that area, and hopefully this year we'll work on objectives between the CARES Committee and Letitia and I working together through, different adversities, depending upon what happens when we turn the corner in the next 24 days or so. But we have a good leadership in Jeff and his team, and we know that we're going to get good things done in 2025. So it's all good.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Next up, 2535, resolution of the Mayor and Council of Princeton approving transfers in accordance with NJSA 40A 4-59. Thank you, David. Is there a second? Thank you, Brian. This is a transfer for a whopping $4,200. Questions or comments? All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
2536, resolution of the Mayor and Council of Princeton authorizing the award of a professional services agreement to Clark Caton Hintz for planning services for affordable housing for an amount not to exceed $71,000. Layton's got the motion. Is there a second? Thank you, Michelle. Questions or comments? David?
I know there was some uncertainty at the agenda setting meeting regarding whether this was for the fair share plan and new housing element, and Mia, you were going to look into that. Can you confirm that's what it's for?
I read the packet that was available to everyone, and it made that clear.
Excellent.
Wait a minute, so what did we just say? The information's in the package, but we didn't answer the question?
The answer is yes. It's in the packet.
Thank you.
I could
Sorry.
say it in any other language that anyone would request. We don't have our sign language person here today, but if anyone wants it in Russian, German, French, let me know.
Okay. I'll think about that. Any other questions or comments? All right, all in favor, please say aye.
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 2537, resolution of the Mayor and Council of Princeton authorizing the award of a professional services agreement to Vera Lobianco for supplemental nursing services for an amount not to exceed $45,000. Is there a motion on that? Thank you, Leticia. Is there a second? Thank you, Michelle. Questions or comments? All right, seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
2538, resolution of the Mayor and Council of Princeton authorizing an award of a contract to SHI International for OpenGov workflow software platform utilizing the New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Alliance contract number CK0424-38 for $66,005.44. Thank you, Layton, for the motion. Is there a second? Thank you, Michelle. Questions or comments? All right, seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
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 2539, resolution of the Mayor and Council of Princeton authorizing the renewal of an extraordinary unspecifiable service contract with the Center for Modern Aging Princeton for an amount not to exceed $171,965. David has the motion. Is there a second? Thank you, Brian. Questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Two items on the consent agenda, and if nobody needs either one of those explained, we could move those two together. Thank you, Leticia. Is there a second? Thank you, Michelle. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
David, do you have a motion?
Move to adjourn.
Thank you. Is there a second? Thank you, Michelle. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are done. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.